The Nazis loom closer, shortening their range with every round. Here they come. Death on wheels, Nazi style, signaling each other happy hunting. Here they are. Give them a hell, boys! This is it. This is the moment for which these battle wagons were built. The acid test of no quarter combat. This is the moment when all the brain and savvy of American engineers and all the sweat and skill of American workers are pitted against Axis ingenuity and Axis slave labor. The enemy changes direction, forced to turn from the convoy to meet the American tank threat on his flank. In ordinary combat, tank versus tank fights are usually avoided. This time there is no choice. These Nazis must be blasted out of the way before the convoy can get through. Nazi number one. They got him. Burning. When Hitler put this war on wheels, he ran it right down our alley. An American alley, like none other in the world, planned with daring and vision. An all-American alley, with raw materials and sub-assembly parts funneled into it from almost every state in the Union. Pounded out by engineers, die makers, tool makers, mechanics. Mastered by the skilled hand of American labor. Only yesterday, from this alley, rolled the world's greatest single source of transportation vehicles. Peacetime wheels in the millions. For our workers, farmers, loggers, travelers, kids. For others in the four corners of the earth. Japan had one automobile for every 389 people. Italy had one automobile for every 93 people. Germany had one for every 24 people. The United States had one for every 4. But while we sat in the grandstand and cheered, while we watched daredevils ride with death, Hitler and the men behind him were putting Germany on wheels too. When the Nazi whip cracked over the Polish frontier, the Germans had 9 panzer divisions. At that time, we were still utilizing cavalry and horse-drawn artillery for mobility in war. At Fort Knox, our entire mechanized strength consisted of 2 divisions. The Nazis, by capturing enemy equipment and driving their slave labor to tremendous efforts, had increased their panzer strength to 20. 2 against 20. Those were the odds against us. Could we convert our great automotive industry quickly enough to meet the Nazis when our time came, tank for tank, division for division? Could we rip out the old machines, transform our factories, build the new machines, install them, learn to use them? New tools called for new skills. New methods had to be devised and mastered. Whole factories had to be redesigned, re-equipped, restaffed. When we had 4 divisions, the Nazis had 22, 5, 8, and the Nazis had 25, 11, 12, and the Nazis had 30. 13, 14, more and more and more tank divisions, more armored combat war wagons of all types. Today, General Devers, commander of our European theater, can tell his armored force officers our mechanized strength will soon be large enough to strike at Jap and Nazi strongholds everywhere. American industry and American labor are making this possible. They know that every American workday lost is an Axis day won. They know that all their hopes for peace and freedom and security hang in the balance. Yes, the words of General McNair, wounded in North Africa, go for them too.
The sooner you get in the killing mood, the better and more skillful you will be when the real test comes. The struggle is for survival. Kill or be killed.
Point-blank range. Suicide if they miss. Here the decision rests with superior gunnery.
Fire!
Nazi number 2, hit. Nazi number 3, hit. The 2 remaining enemy tanks turn and flee.
Fire!
Nazi number 4, hit. Nazi number 5, hit. Burning. Still fighting.
Fire! Cease firing.
Yes, General Somerville. When Hitler put this war on wheels, he drove it straight down our alley. Platoon commander reports to Tank Battalion headquarters. Mission accomplished. Tank Battalion headquarters advises they will inform convoy to proceed, with tank platoon leading the way.
Follow me. Move out.
Orders to proceed. That convoy got through. The cargo it carried and many others like it made possible the capture of Tunis and Bizerte. Yes, that convoy got through. And all over the world, convoys are going through to battlefields bristling with our mechanized equipment. The motorized muscle of America. Wheels and more wheels. For ourselves, for our allies. Wheels that will one day roll down a long, hard road to Tokyo and Berlin.